What if every decision you made for spring break decided your reading for the next few months? Today, my mom is competing in Booked for Spring Break, a high-stakes game where every correct answer gives her control over her TBR, and every wrong answer hands her fate over to the spinning wheel. I'm your host, Genevieve, and today's contestant is
Diana.
And this is Espresso Shots and Epic Plots. We talk about books, reading, and occasionally force each other into chaotic TBR situations. So here's how today's TBR game works. I have 7 trivia questions to ask you related to the books that you have read this year. I know you said you wanted to be using your journal and your planner and Goodreads to better remember what you've read. So this is the test to find out how you're doing.
Dun, dun, dun,
Or if you're still just using vibes. If she gets the question right, she will get to choose between some spring break options. If she gets the question wrong, then a spinner wheel is going to choose for her. Each choice is tied to a related book.
Okay.
By the end, you will have a full TBR of 5 to 6 books.
Okay.
The number's different depending on one of the choices that you make.
Okay.
Yes. And there is an extra special bonus round at the end,
boy.
but I'll tell you more about that later.
Okay.
As you may know, well, I know you know, but as some of you may know, I get a 2-week spring break at my school. So we're going to plan a hypothetical 2-week spring break for my mom because that's more fun to go on 2 vacations instead of just one. So you are going to create 2 hypothetical book vacations. For your first week, we need to establish where you're going, what you're doing. But first and foremost, we're going to establish the vibe of your vacation or style of your vacation.
Okay.
Type might be another way. Each of the choices is tied to a book. There is something about the book that relates to the choice. It might make more sense when we do the first one.
Okay.
But don't overthink like what you would actually want to do on a vacation. Maybe focus on what you would actually want to read about. But whatever.
Okay.
It's kind of like Mad Libs for vacation. Is maybe a good way of thinking of it.
Gotcha.
All right. So your first question for control of your first week of spring break's style or type in Bossy Pants. What is Tina Fey's first major job in comedy? You have 5 seconds.
Oh, really? You're going to time me? She was a writer
4.
for the Second City? Or no, it was for
Final answer. Lock it in.
Saturday Night Live.
Okay. Whew. That was a close one, ladies and gentlemen. So we've locked in that she was a writer for SNL. Let's see if she's right. A writer for Saturday Night Live. Oh, I got kind of excited when you said Second City. I wanted a spinner wheel to decide, but it's maybe it's best that we start out easy. So for your first week of spring break, would you rather have a woodsy, nature-y vacation or a seafaring adventure?
Oh, well, I have the woodsy nature every day, so I guess I'm going for a seafaring adventure.
Which you also used to live a seafaring adventurous life.
Yeah.
All right, seafaring adventure.
Seafaring adventure.
Pack your bags because you're reading A Marriage at Sea by Sophie Elmhurst. I should say these are mostly recent, newish popular
Romantic
releases.
voyage.
I have to read it. Okay. A Marriage at Sea by Sophie Elmhurst. Set sail on a romantic voyage where the waves and whispers of the ocean set the tone. If you're dreaming of a seafaring adventure, this story will carry you straight into the heart of the journey. Do you get the vibe of what we're doing here?
I see.
I think you would have liked the other book too, by the way. So okay, so now that we have established what type of vacation you're gonna have a seafaring adventure. We now need to move on to where you're going on your seafaring adventure.
Right.
Now you're gonna be playing for your destination. Don't overthink the fact that you're gonna sail to one, although you could sail to any of these locations. Okay, so for control of your spring break destination, in The Housemaid, what is unusual about the room that the main character is given? 5 seconds.
The lock on the door is on the outside of the door.
Didn't even need the 5 seconds. You are correct. correct. It locks from the outside. For your destination of your seafaring adventure, would you rather seafare? Do I say seafare? Would you rather sail to Antarctica, London, or Tehran? Don't overthink how you're sailing to any of these places.
Sorry of these choices.
I told you to not overthink the vacation part.
Can't help but want to go to London of those, but wait, we'll sail up to Antarctica.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just because.
Because why not? All right, because people sailed. That's how you get to
Yeah,
Antarctica, right? Okay,
I'm
all right.
stuck there.
That would be a different.
Starved to death.
That would be a different type of journey than the seafaring that you have already done. It's like in the opposite direction. So welcome to your spring break read in Antarctica, Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I think you're actually going to really like this one. I will probably read this with you, maybe, sort of.
Oh, okay.
Vast icy landscapes hide untamed beauty and quiet mysteries, perfect for an Antarctic escape. This story will immerse you in a cold, thrilling adventure. We'll talk more about the plots later. Okay. So we have your seafaring adventure to Antarctica. When you're on vacation, you have to book at least one type of experience.
Right. You need the excursion.
Right, exactly. So the stakes are getting higher now. So on this vacation, you will have lots of unique experiences in Antarctica, of course, but one will be prearranged for you. So for control of your spring break experience in Wrong Place, Wrong Time, what is happening to the timeline?
Oh, it's going backwards.
Are you locking it in?
More? Do you need more? Yeah.
Are you locking in your answer?
She's living it backwards.
Okay, you are correct. She is living life backwards, or time is moving backwards in this story. See our previous wrap up for more information. So, for your unique experience or excursion, would you rather have a unique dining experience or go on a treasure hunt?
A treasure hunt in Antarctica.
Don't overthink the vacation.
Let's do a unique dining experience.
All right, which means the book that you have just won is Aftertaste by Daria Lavelle, a culinary mystery where every bite uncovers flavor and secrets. For a unique dining experience, this story will leave you hungry for more than just the plot. Let's take a quick first week spring break recap. You're going on a seafaring adventure to Antarctica, and you will have a unique dining experience, which means for your seafaring adventure, A Marriage at Sea, the electrifying true story of a young couple shipwrecked at a mind-blowing tale of obsession, survival, and partnership stretched to its limits. So it's about Maurice and Marilyn. He's a loner, awkward and obsessive. She's charismatic and ambitious, but they share a horror of wasting their lives, and they dream, as we all dream, of running away from it all. What if they quit their job, sold their house, bought a boat, sailed away? This sounds like somebody I know. Yeah. Most of us begin and end with the daydream, but Maurice began to study nautical navigation. Marilyn made detailed lists of provisions, and by June of 1972, they set sail for nearly a year. All went well until deep in the Pacific, a breaching whale knocked a hole in their boat and it sank beneath the waves.
No. That sounds interesting.
This
is a true story.
Yep.
Okay.
That is your seafaring adventure.
Looking forward to that.
On your seafaring adventure, you chose to go to Antarctica, which was Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. This one sounds really fascinating. A family on a remote island, a mysterious woman washed ashore, a storm gathering force. A man and his 3 children are caretakers of Shearwater, which is a seed bank in Antarctica.
Oh, yes.
This is like climate fiction, climate catastrophe fiction. As Shearwater risks being lost to rising sea levels, the island researchers have fled and only the family remains. Until during the worst storm in living memory, a stranger washes ashore. The family nurses the woman back to strength, but it seems she isn't telling the whole truth about why she's there. And when the woman stumbles upon sabotaged radios and recently dug graves, she realizes she's not the only one holding a secret.
Oh.
Finally, you chose a unique dining experience. What if you could have one last meal with someone you've loved someone you've lost. Constantine is a haunted man. His father died when he was 10, and ghosts have been hovering around ever since. Kostya can't exactly see the ghosts, but he can taste their favorite foods. Flavors of meals he's never eaten will flood his mouth, a sign that a spirit is present. Kostya has kept these aftertastes a secret for most of his life, but one night he decides to act on what he's tasting, and everything changes.
Sounds like a very
Unique dining experience. If this were your actual vacation, what are your thoughts?
It's pretty wild.
How are you feeling about your TBR right now?
Pretty good.
Are there any
pretty
other books
good.
you're like, about?
No, they all sound quite interesting.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, good. I'm doing good. All right, so for week 2, your spring break will have some new options, and your first choice will determine how many books are actually in your final TBR. Remember, I said it could be 5 to 6.
Right.
So let's start by determining the vibe or style of your vacation.
Okay.
So for your week 2 spring break style, what is Malcolm?
This is the one I'm gonna lose.
What is Malcolm Gladwell's central idea across his tipping point work?
I have no idea. What I got out of it was it took way fewer people to actually tip the point.
What does that mean?
To actually
Make a change.
tip the scale to make a change happen took way fewer people than you would imagine.
All right, let's see here. So your final answer is that it takes less people than you think to make a difference. Not necessarily better,
to
but
make something change the direction
that it was
normally going in.
All right, let's find out. Small actions can create large-scale changes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, is that what he was trying to say? Because I really
see our January
Yes.
wrap-up video to see how
my
my mom
thoughts on Malcolm Gladwell.
how my mom felt about this book.
Actually, I think that was on the book.
That what is
That
up there?
small action, like on the front of the cover of the book.
That is the easiest way to get information about it. Your options were a staycation or a road trip. If you get staycation, you only have 5 books on your list. If you get road trip, then you'll have 6 books because you have to pick a destination for your road trip. Oh. But you don't get to pick.
Okay.
The spinner wheel is going to pick for us. That just says staycation and road trip a bunch of times. Which one do you want? I should have asked before we clicked it.
I got the staycation.
Okay.
I like a good road trip.
So we've got staycation. Don't pack your bags because you're reading Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. All of Celeste Ng's books take place in Brunswick, Ohio.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and just in different decades.
Why Brunswick? Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't know things
That's
were
up near
happening
Cleveland, right?
in Brunswick.
That's
yeah.
just, they're very similar to Leanne Moriarty's books where they're very like small town.
Okay.
Not small town, but like everybody's in everybody's business.
Right.
So there is a Hulu series based off of the book that I've heard follows it pretty closely.
Maybe that's why that sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, it was a big popular book. So
Okay.
discover simmering secrets and simmering relationships, all from the comfort of home. A perfect staycation read where drama brews just beneath the surface of suburban life. We are from Ohio and
Gonna learn about
northern
Brunswick.
Ohio, so that's why it's a staycation. Oh. We're gonna skip the destination round because you're doing a staycation. Your destination is Ohio.
set.
Yeah. Now, nobody likes to vacation alone.
No.
I mean, I guess sometimes it probably would be, sometimes
I
going
like
out into
somebody
the woods.
coming with.
A staycation alone isn't nearly as fun. So next we need to see who you will be spring breaking with. For control of your vacation partner, what genre blend best describes the Buffalo Hunter?
It was historical horror, drama.
I need a final answer.
Native American. I would say historical horror fiction.
I would say you are exactly correct. So horror and historical fiction or historical elements.
Yes.
Okay. See, you only needed to use the spinner wheel
At
once.
least I think it's fiction. It might have
Well,
actually been.
I mean, who knows? It'd be really interesting if it was, except for the ending.
That ending, man, I shouldn't have read it.
I
'cause
told
it
her
did.
not
It did
to.
ruin the book for me.
Okay. Your options are your sister or a friend. Did you say, oh no? I'll cut that part out.
I have vacationed with my sister.
Oh. Okay, remember, this is related to the book, though.
Actually, I had fun with her when we did.
Yeah, you guys, when you went to Disney, that you talk about.
That Disney.
Oh, that's the one.
Oh, the one where it was just the two of us.
Yeah,
that one was.
No, the whole family vacation. Nobody likes to go on vacation with that many people in their family because we've done it multiple times and it has never worked out well for us.
Much. Okay, well, all right. I get to choose, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to say my sister then.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't trying to bully you.
No, that's okay.
This means that the book you have just won is Junie by Erin Crosby Eckstein. Sisterly bonds, mischief, and laughter fill every page. The perfect read for a trip with your sister with humor and heart at every turn.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Your first round was Aftertaste, Wild Dark Shores, which is the Antarctic mystery, and then the husband and wife seafaring adventure. Your staycation is Little Fires Everywhere. Okay. Oh, it's Shaker Heights, not New Brunswick. Aren't they both up in Cleveland, though?
Shaker Heights is, yeah.
I'm not totally... Wait, is New Brunswick not?
No, New Brunswick.
Okay.
Was it New Brunswick or Brunswick?
I don't know. Maybe
there's both.
It's Shaker Heights, so I was wrong anyway.
But Shaker Heights is a very nice community.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be an upper... Okay, so...
Fancy.
Everyone in Shaker Heights was talking about it that summer, how Isabel, the last one of the Richardson children, had finally gone around the bend and burned down the house. In Shaker Heights, a placid, progressive suburb of Cleveland, everything is meticulously planned, from the layout of the winding roads, to the colors of the houses, to the successful lives its residents will go on to lead. And no one embodies this spirit more than Elena Richardson, whose guiding principle is playing by the rules. Enter Mia Warren, an enigmatic artist and single mother who arrives in this idyllic bubble with her teenage daughter Pearl and rents a house from the Richardsons. Soon, Mia and Pearl become more than just tenants. All four Richardson children are drawn to the mother-daughter pair, but Mia carries with her a mysterious past and a disregard for the rules that threatens to upend this carefully ordered community. Within the first chapter, there is a house on fire, and then you're trying to figure out why the house was on fire. I really enjoyed this book, like more than I thought I was going to.
You read this book already?
And it is, it's Shaker Heights in the 90s. And so it's like when I was growing up and when I was a teenager and the age of these kids and stuff like that. Junie, which was your staycation with your sister. A young girl must face a life-altering decision after awakening her sister's ghost, navigating truths about love, friendship, and power as the Civil War looms. So this is a 16-year-old who was enslaved since she was born. Junie spent her life on a plantation in Alabama, cooking, cleaning alongside her family and tending to the white master's daughter, Violet. Her daydreams are filled with poetry and faraway worlds, while she spends her nights secretly roaming through the forest, consumed with grief over the sudden death of her sister, Minnie. A wealthy guest arrives from New Orleans, hinting at marriage for the white daughter, and upending Junie's life, she commits a desperate act, one that rouses Minnie's spirit from the grave, tethered to this world unless Junie can free her. So it was a little bit of a historical fiction with some magical realism, but it's about sisters.
Might like that.
Right now, how are you feeling about this TBR?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Looks like nice variety, some options. Hopefully there'll be some good reads for me.
Okay, all right. You've made it to the bonus round where you can win back some more control, because right now I've had total control of your TBR to some extent. You got most of the questions right, so you did fairly well. I'm going to ask you a more difficult two-part question here. Or it has two answers. That's probably a better way of saying it. It has two answers. If you get one of the answers right, then you can swap a book. Okay. So you can take out one that doesn't sound interesting, but you have to pick from my list.
Another one, all right.
If you get them both right, then you can just take out a book completely and only have four books on your list. Okay. Got it?
Got it.
It all comes down to this. This is your chance to win back control of your spring TBR. So here's your question. I need two specific answers. Brigands and Bread Knives, along with some of the other books that you've read this year, is classified as cozy fantasy. What are the details and requirements in books that fall into a cozy genre? So this isn't specifically about Brigands and Bread Knives. I want to know the details and the requirements that make something cozy.
Well, I think this would fall under requirements, is that as you're reading, you never are nervous that it's not all going to work out okay in the end.
Okay, so
that's either
you know,
a detail or a requirement.
I would say that's the requirement. So big bad things aren't going to happen.
Yeah, well, even if big bad things do happen, they're going to resolve and have happily ever after type of ending.
You don't need to worry about the HEA. Do you remember what HEA stands for? Go watch our previous videos. Happily ever after.
That's happily ever after. Yeah.
Okay, so then...
And then the details. What are the details?
What do they write about?
Fiction, fairy tale, all the ones that I've read. Well, for cozy fantasy is that, so they're all fantasies. So the characters are not real characters? Is that what we're looking for?
You mean like they're mythical creatures?
Mythical creatures, yeah. Okay. Like Shrek.
So the details are that they're written about made up
fantasy
creatures. Okay, and then the requirements are that it's like low stakes, everything's ultimately going to be okay.
Yes.
All right, you got one of those right. Because there is more than cozy fantasy. There are lots of, there's cozy sci-fi. No, I said of the cozy genre, not fantasy
I went
specifically.
and I saw cozy fantasy, the cozy genre.
Make sure you read your questions.
Yeah.
So you got the requirements right. Everything's going to be okay. But they do this by writing about the everyday mundane routines, relationships, food.
They do, but I didn't know
Think
that
about
was.
it that way.
I didn't know that was
So
part of it.
the Monk and Robot books, like that's cozy, even though it's cozy sci-fi, and so they talk about making tea and walking through the woods.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Okay.
That means that you have gained back the control to swap out
a
book. So let's start with, what's one book from your TBR that you're least interested in reading?
Least interested.
Do you need a refresher?
I do need a refresher.
Okay, so we have Wild Dark Shores, that was the Antarctica one. Junie, which is the one about the sisters, the ghost sister. Aftertaste, which is the weird chef that makes food for taste like dead people.
Yeah.
A Marriage at Sea, which is the husband and
Definitely
wife duo.
read that one.
Okay, and then Little Fires Everywhere, which is the Shaker Heights book.
I don't think I want to swap any of them out.
Okay.
I can't think of any that I really want to swap
Okay,
out.
so you want to keep the ones you have?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm going to recap this like a story. So you started out going to Antarctica via sailboat. You embraced the seafaring adventure, and you will have a unique dining experience while you are on your first spring break vacation week. Yes, on your voyage. I like that.
Somehow I'm going to sail to Antarctica and back in 1 week.
There's some flying involved too. Then you're taking a staycation with your sister to a small town in Little Shaker Heights, Ohio. TSA was on your side. They did not make you pick another book or make you wait for 3 hours to read another book or anything like that.
Or a little bitter still, huh?
Yeah, so maybe just a little bit. So of all of the books that you got, which one are you most excited about?
Oddly enough, I'm excited to read about the seafaring couple. It's
Why
been
do you say
a while.
oddly enough? I would think that's right up your alley.
Okay, well, I mean, I used to read true sailing books all the time, and honestly, it's been a while since I read one. You usually get 2 types of books.
Okay.
And it's always horrific what happens to them.
So
you never hear
those aren't the 2 types. It's always horrific. So then what are the 2 types?
The 2 types are shipwreck. Their ship goes down, or something happens along the way that they might as well be shipwrecked because they just haven't lost their ship.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Major storms is the other.
That
Major
makes sense.
storms
Okay,
is the other
got
one.
It. Now it's your turn. Play along in the comments. How many questions did you get right? Or which book or vacation type would you have chose? And do you think your spring break would have been better or worse?
And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on our next video. Until then, happy reading.
Excuse me.
It's been a while since I read a... You're already sounding like a seafarer.
When we establish your vacation, we'll give it
Okay.
synopsis, because that's not really what the book is about.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to go back and I can do that one?
No,
Okay.
but keep that in mind for your bonus round.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a library card book.
That's mine. You don't get to take that one with
No.
you. Because I also want to read that one. You got to get one of these wrong. I made all these stupid spinner wheels.
All
I'm
right.
just kidding. No, you don't have to get her. This is seafaring, by the way, in case you didn't know.
He tastes dead people.
Yes, he tastes dead people. I should have bonus round music. I'll add some bonus round music. All right.